we were overdue for something that isn't Pokemon. And today I want to bring you something very cool. The Bo Jackson Battle Arena 2025 Alpha Update. Well, this is something that's getting pretty big. It's a TCG, but you know, if you're an adult and you don't want to play Pokemon and you're also very sports centric, you know, if you like Bo, if you like baseball, if you like football, there's a lot of players getting in on this. Some have been signed to work with them. The new Griffey sets coming out, Ken Griffey Jr. sets coming out. I just ordered the pre-release on that. It's very cool. And I was going to hang on to these packs and not open them, but I thought we ought to open them because there's just not a lot of people opening these on YouTube. And I thought it would be cool to share them with you guys. So instead of hanging on to them as an investment, let's open them and see what we can get. Now, I was pretty excited to hear this came out, and the boys up at Rocky Top Cards and Collectibles were telling me about it, and they'd gone to a big card convention in Las Vegas, and they'd done a pre-release, and they'd done the gaming, and they'd checked it out, and they had all the guys representing the brand there, and it was pretty cool. So when they tried to explain it to me, the first thing they showed me was pickles. Whoa, let's pause right there. I don't know why I said pickles. Pickles throughout the whole video. What I meant was hot dogs. Hot dogs. Not pickles, hot dogs. So I'm going to go ahead and this whole video, and wherever I said pickles, I'm going to edit in hot dog or hot dogs. And I was like, what is pickles? And it looked pretty dumb. But I started realizing that this is a battle game, although I think the battle interaction is much more simple. It's straight face-to-face competition, and it's pretty fun. It's not too complicated to learn. It's way less complicated than Pokemon. It's also packed with all sorts of professional athletes and retired athletes' signatures. And the art is cool because all the athletes in here are represented as kind of superheroes. So I think it's really fun. And when these guys explained it, we got past the hot dog thing, and they started explaining how the game worked. I was like, oh, hot dog cards are like power cards or power-up cards in Pokemon. So you can use them to power up your player for a more powerful attack and things like that. I don't totally know how this game works yet, and if you guys want to know more about it, say it in the comments, and I will go up and talk to Phil and Robert at Rocky Top, and I'll ask them if they'd do a whole video with us, because they really understand the game, and the way they explain it's really fun. Plus, they've got the inside scoop on a lot of it because they went to the convention. I'll also, of course, share with you guys the Griffey pack when it comes out. I'm going to want to open some of that, and I'll probably keep one of the 5 boxes. Well, that's enough talking. Why don't we get to opening some packs, and let's see what we get. I'm pretty scared to open them, but boy, I saw a Bo card go for $1,500 on eBay the other day. I've seen a bunch of Ozzie Smith signature cards, which I would love to get into. And they were all going for like $250, $300, $350. So these are very collectible, very hot right now. They're also very expensive. These packs also do not tear like Pokemon packs. There's the glued corner. Come on, give me a rip. No rip. Oof, whole different rip experience here. There we go. Now, I don't even know what the layout of this is. So, I don't know if there's a power-up card in the back. I don't know if we can do the old Pokemon last card flip. Doubt it. Why don't we just flip it over and see what we got? Now, I feel like this green card's going to be a hot dog card. So maybe it is set up just like Pokemon. So let's just try the old Pokemon switcheroo. Here we go. Bo Jackson Battle Arena. I'm telling you guys, it's cool. Give it a chance. Look the game up and understand it, because I was like laughing at this. I thought it was so stupid. I thought it was hokey and gimmicky. But boy, if you love Bo Jackson, I mean, the guy puts his name on excellence. And this was a big money thing to put out and to compete in a TCG space. Competing with One Punch and Yu-Gi-Oh! And of course Pokemon and all these other card series is a huge investment to take on. So there's so many of these professional athletes in it. It's very cool. And I think we ought to give it a chance, especially as adults. It's a kind of bridge the gap thing where you can still play the game, but you still have sports collectibles. Anyway, here we go. First pack. There it is. The old Glitzy. Let me zoom in and get some better shots on these while we're opening them. Glitzy the hot dog, all right? Don't worry too much about it. The hot dog thing needs explained, but this is essentially a power-up card, just like in Pokemon. Here we go. Aeronaut. I don't know who this is. You'd have to know who the players are. So for sports players, the way it was explained to me is there's guys that have signed up, and then there's guys that are in the process or haven't signed up because of licensing deals with the NFL or whatever. So they can't put their name on a product like this. But what they're doing is they're taking these guys' nicknames, and they're taking things that fans know about them, and they are turning them into superheroes. So really, no contracts have been violated, and these guys still get on the card and build up some hype, and then by next year, they'll have most likely decided they want to sign with Bo and start using their real names. So I think that's really cool. Aeronaut. Voltage. See, I don't know who these players are. I'll only know the old ones. Bomber. Anybody know who Bomber is? Hey, shout out in the comments if you know who these guys are, okay? Mic'd Up, first edition. No idea who that is. Right? Fire. Okay. Rockstar, first edition. Don't know who that is. We're just pulling for hot foilies right now, guys. Ooh, speaking of, that's cool. Am I missing it? A bunch of these have been like this? Nope, this is the first foilie. Hey, that's cool. I don't know who Harpoon is. Guys, in the comments, call it out. Tell me who the heck this is supposed to be. And I'm going to sleeve it. I don't want to see the rest of the cards. I'm putting them face down. Okay. These cards feel about the same thickness as a Pokemon card. I'm wondering if they have an counterfeiting layer inside of them as well. What I should do is figure out a valueless card and rip it at some point. But I do see the black layer. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it on this camera. Let me see if I can get in there. Oh, well, it does apparently have... Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go, there we go. It's very hard to see, but if you can make it out, there is that black layer in there, anti-counterfeiting. So that's cool. They're not doing it cheap, guys. This is not a cheap do-up. Very, very cool. All right, let's keep pulling. Back to the pack. Shuffle all plays. Okay, I don't know what this is. This is probably some sort of like a trainer card or a tool card or something like that, right? Tool card, tool card, tool card. Got it. So if you want to see what the hot card in the pack is, flip the last 4 out of the way. So that's our hot card for the pack. Nothing great, or maybe it is great. I don't know. Anybody knows who old Harpoon number 3 is? Shout it out. Pack 1's out of the way. Let's go. That's it. We all know this card. That's the old hot dog. All right. Okay. So now that I've learned, I'm smarter now. Only a little. Like, it can be measured in grains of dust how much smarter I am. Here we go. Hot dog. 1, 2, and 3 of these, whatever they are. I don't know what those cards are. A play card, it seems. They're called the play card. Here. Right, so that's a play card. Interesting. So this whole... I want to show this last pack I got. I don't know if this is different yet, but we'll figure it out. Steel type, right? Now I opened this pack, and it seems like these previous cards I got... Let's look at the types. Let's get to know these a little bit. We got ice, fire. Boy, the art's going to be so cool on these. Steel, 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 right? Okay, start. Feels like Pokemon. But the battle layout's way cooler. There's like a play mat that has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Face down, nobody knows what they are. Your other team, or the guy you're playing, also has 7 face down. So you're going head-to-head battle unless you have the right cards to let somebody interfere or boost the strength of that player into one-on-one face-off. I don't want to try to explain it too much. I want to let somebody else do it. Like I said, in the comments, let me know. I'll go up and talk to Phil and Robert and see if they'll do a video for us. Molten Steel, Fire Hose, X-Ray Vision. You know, guys, I'd like to do a video of playing this too. I think I will. Vincent Van Doe. All right, I mean, that's fun. Hot Dog. There he goes. Portal Eyes. No idea. Anybody know who number 87 is? Put it in the comments. War God. Again, 27. Have no idea who it is. First edition. These first editions are because this is the first time these guys have shown up. So if they sign in the future, it'll be interesting to have their first edition card. Le Boss. No idea. No idea. Number 23. Looks like baseball pants. Could be football. Really don't know. Who's this old boy? Cheetah. With a nickname like that, somebody's got to know who this is. Put it in the comments. Who is Cheetah? Number 10. J Jets, first edition. Again, do not know. Don't even understand the color scheme. I mean, it could be Lakers, but it's probably football. Don't know. Do not know. Here comes that big card. Let's make it real big. Oh, real big. Torque, no idea. Number 20, nice foiling. I'm going to look these up later. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Very fun. Awesome. Let's sleeve it. Let's do the next one. Now these packs, I think, are 15 a pop. So you really do get your value out of buying a box, but they're not cheap. I mean, these are premium, but, you know, you're trying to get some signature cards too, which is cool. Okay, we know, right?
Hot dog.
Play card, play card, play card. Late hit. This must be used in battle 7. Your opponent's hero gets negative 35. Fun. So see, to use these, you got to have X amount of hot dogs. So like, this is not an incredible add-on, but boy, if you are about to get smoked by the other player and you're like, man, I really need to pull this to recover. I really want to hit this on that last one. If you got the hot dogs, let's go. What hot dog did we get? Dr. Furter. Bro, I like these. They're so silly and fun. I'm glad they're silly and fun. Here we go. Aeronaut again. Who is Aeronaut? Anybody? Help me out here. Snow Bear. Don't know who it is. You see how many of these are first edition, not signed? It's crazy. That's so early. This product just dropped. But they got the Griffey pack, and then they've got another Bow pack signed up for release late next year. And the only way to get early access to it was to sign up for the Griffey pack release. So these are going to be rolling hard for the next few years. Attack. Amazing. Very cool. Very fun art. Ooh, 110. This boy hits hard. Midas, the Golden Touch. Number 30. Who is it, guys? Shout it out in the comments. Put the player number, colors, what team they are, who they are, why they're nicknamed that. I'd love to know. Here we go. Is this it? Is this it? Nope. Fire card. Mr. Irrelevant. Hey, that's cool. I don't know who he is. Number 13. Here it comes. Ooh. Boom. Librarian. It's good to see him reading. What can I say? Cool. It's so funny. You can look these up and figure out who they are, and I think I will later on. But I'd rather not say in the video because I'd like to let you guys be able to tell me in the comments. Cool. Let's sleeve it. 2 more packs to go. Now, this feels just like Pokemon, of course, where you're like, I know this pack's worth 15. I know it'll always be worth at least that. And it could even gain value. Maybe not. But once you open it, all you got's fancy cardboard. So you better land on a signed fancy piece of cardboard or a rare piece of cardboard. But unlike Pokemon, I might actually get together with some other adults and play this. But I'll probably end up playing Pokemon too. Here we go. I'm looking at the back of my 4th.
Hot dog.
4th.
Hot dog.
Well, I love that.
Hot dog.
And you know what I've seen is guys that have ripped a bunch of these packs now. Like I can go up to Rocky Top and I can get myself a whole pack of
hot dog
for like $2. So to have the
hot dog
and to play cards in your pocket's real nice and not just be spending all your money chasing players. If you lose this battle, recover 1 hot dog. Let's go. Yeah, right? Just stick it next to something if you think you're going to lose, and at least maybe you keep a hot dog. If your hero has a fire weapon and your opponent has steel, your hero gets plus 35. Cool. Swap your hero with another one. Awesome. Another one of your face down heroes from a future battle. Oh, so if you know you're going to get smoked, that guy flips his card and you're up against someone else, whip out 3 hot dogs in this card. You may be able to save your butt. Rollerboard Rob. These are awesome. I would take posters of these. Let's get into the players. Guys, I've got a hunch that Aeronaut card is one of the most printed. But again, You know how it is. If you got a card that plays well and you know how to play it. 3 aeronauts. There's a snow bear. Hey, wait a second. Juice. Who's the Juice? Who's number 7? The Juice. Wasn't O.J. Simpson the Juice? The Juice is loose? Well, this guy's just Juice. Not the Juice. Mr. Irrelevant? Hitting some doopies in here. That's sick. I used to collect vintage boomboxes, and that alone for the art is a fave for me. And I'm going to sleeve it as soon as we see what's behind it. Jaybird. Who's that, boys and girls? Steel card number 5. Looks like he's got some steel wings. Pretty sick. Who's Jaybird, ladies and gentlemen? Got some sort of mask thing on there. And of course they cover their faces. They don't want to use the sports likeness. They don't want to use anything that's licensed until these people are signed and it's written into their contract and all that. So they're being smart about it, but they're still getting these guys in here. Who's Jaybird? Number 5. 125. Some of these foilies hit hard. In fact, that's the hardest hitting foilie since Harpoon over there. Let's see. All right. One more. Little air in the pack sealed in. Little puffy. Yeah, look. Here's some information here. Chase superheroes inspired by pro athletes. Very cool. Yeah. Build your best lineup and playbook. Also cool. Battle and the best of 7 win it all. Like I said, 7 of yours blind versus 7 of theirs, 1 at a time flipping. So it's very cool, and it's last minute surprises. 2-player game, 5 to 15 minute game. I love that. I have been trying to play some Pokemon, and I have seen these games last an hour. This is real quicker and simpler. I like that. All right, here we go. Last one. Ooh, what am I doing? I didn't sleeve my jam box. Who is this? 12? Who is this, guys? I want to know who this is. I'm going to follow on that. That's going with foilies because I like the art. Here we go, last one. And boy, you guys, by the way, if you haven't watched the video of us opening all these Dynamites, we opened over $1,000 in those wild card slabbed cards, and we pulled some crazy cards. That video's in the channel as well. Feel free to check that out. Pickle, play cards. Let's go. Your hero loses -30. Your hero in the next battle gets 30. Interesting. Transfer portal. Fun. Ice climber. Your hero has a ice weapon and your opponent has steel. Your hero gets +35. Cool. Last minute reorg. Swap your hero with another one of your face down heroes from a future battle. We've seen that one, and that's a great card, boy. Save your butt. What do we got here? Cheddar dog. I like it. I wonder if some of these stick together to make a mural with connecting art. I bet you there's something I don't know about. Here we go. New players we haven't seen. Sabotage. First edition. Unsigned to the game. Number 11. Might be a Viking. Might not. I don't know. I can't even figure out the color scheme. Who's number 11, guys? Who is Sabotage? List it in the chat, please. I would love to know. I'm way behind. The old librarian again. First edition librarian. Very cool. Attack. Oops, we're into the duplicate run again. Midas. Lieutenant. That's cool. Who's number 7? Lieutenant. Who's that? Here we go. Last one. No way! Wow, it could hear me, right? It could hear me saying I liked that. It said, this guy doesn't want an Ozzie Smith autograph. This guy doesn't want a Bo Jackson autograph. This guy wants a foil jam box. Look at that. Standard art, right? Look at that foiled up one. Pretty cool. I like that. That is getting sleeved. And now I suppose I can play the other jam box. Now it's interesting. You get the Steely of the same. 5 more points, I guess. Oh, it's actually less powerful as a foilie. That's interesting. But it is also different. Like, this is putting out different sound vibes than this one. Card number 98 and card number BF278. So I don't know. Well, that's all I got for packs right now until that Griffey box shows up, and that's gonna be, I think it's 50 packs, guys. It's a crazy amount of packs. So let's take a final peek at what we got here. Jam box, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Jaybird. Librarian. Now, Librarian's interesting. It's the only silvery one we've got here, so I don't understand if that's a special thing or not. I really don't. But I'll look them up. Yeah, I mean, this is like a foil art, and then this is like a full foil. I don't know. Torque. That one's actually very cool, the way they've got it set up. And Harpoon, again, very cool. Well, that's it, guys. That's the whole video. I just wanted to kind of show these off. And it's a new thing. I know a lot of people haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of it. Bo Jackson Battle Arena. Griffey pack coming out soon. And then there's a whole other Tecmo Bowl edition coming out after that with Bo. So this game has a pretty long future slotted. They've got a lot of money invested in it. So they're not really waiting on anything. This thing has at least a 2-year plan ahead of it just on running cards, and there's no circumstance that's going to take this brand down. So they're pushing it hard, and they're getting it out into that trading card space. And this is going to bring a lot of people that are not into the fantasy and magic and nonfiction world to the gaming table. I think it's a really cool product, a really cool thing. And hey, I love everything Bo Jackson does. And it's good to see his name out there again, because man, that guy's an all-time legend. Well, hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe so that you can see future episodes about stuff like this. Of course, we've got tons of old baseball, new baseball, golly, just boxes and boxes of baseball. But of course, we've always got the Pokemon. We've got the old turtle cards from the 80s. We got the Chinese cards, Disney cards. We've even got old Desert Storm cards, and we'll be going over these in the next couple of months. So we'd love to see you around here. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.